I do motivational music and stuff like that too. Like, is that a good thing? I mean, it's helping people wake up so far.
You always give words of encouragement when possible, but sometimes you're gonna have to tell somebody to kiss your ass, and don't be scared to do that too.
Yeah,
Right. But if you can, it's preferable to encourage and motivate and inform to using the harsh words that you hear me use a lot, because
yeah,
I'm in a position now where my tolerance is real low for those that come against our people reclaiming their shit. So I'm going
yeah.
to nut the fuck up so y'all don't have to. That's my job.
Okay.
My job is to act a goddamn fool to everybody get their shit. You
Yeah,
know, so I'm gonna cuss out every motherfucking politician, every motherfucking imposter, seahorse, rogue bitch, all. I'm gonna cuss them all out until we get
yeah,
our shit. I'm not gonna shut the fuck up,
yeah.
and
That's
it's not
how I
gonna be
feel.
politically correct.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I feel. I feel the same way. I feel fuck the politics, fuck the police, fuck all that. And that's how I feel because I feel
That
like
ain't got nothing to do with us. They tricked us. Police slave catchers.
yeah, well
So
yeah.
they tricked the shit out of us.
That's what I say. I feel like forget all of that. Forget all that, man. Because I feel like we don't need no government. We don't need no president. We don't need none of that.
Man, we was doing this shit before they had a government.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know why we need that right now. It makes no sense to me. It's
Well, we
just
need structure.
yeah,
You always have to have a structure, because you got to have a way in order to help more people than people get left behind. Just so happen the structure we under is designed to drag 98% of the people behind,
yeah.
and 1% of the people ride on the back of the other 1%.
Okay.
So it's not designed for community. We want to go back to a system that was designed for a community. That's why we choose matriarchy, because ain't no big eyes and no little U's. When they tell you who the leader, everybody gonna say you gotta have to talk to go to Big Mama house and talk to whoever there with Big Mama, because that's the council,
Yeah.
you know. And so
Yeah.
we know how to check in with the OGs when we go to new cities, because anything happen, you know, they don't want our blood on their land. So they need to
Yeah.
know there so they can tell their soldiers to stand down. These ain't imposters on the land. They are brothers from a distant city or state, you know, from
Okay.
across wherever. But they got us now thinking that this is gang banging. It's not gang banging. It's tribal respect across the land.
Yeah.
If an elder goes somewhere, he send a scout. The scout alert the chief of the land that he's coming, right? He tests
Yeah.
the scout, make sure the scout ain't feeding him no bullshit. Then he send the scout back, and the scout tell the chief you can check in when you get there.
Yeah.
It's just how we did our shit to make sure everybody was safe wherever they went. Now you got whole carloads of families coming up missing because nobody checks in with the people of the land that's supposed to make sure they straight. You know, we
Yeah.
just supposed to go set up a resort on somebody's shit and don't expect nothing bad to happen to us without the people whose shit it is governing it.
No,
Right?
like
So we going back to Big Mama, raise the matriarchy. They
yeah.
got Larry, Angel Bay, and Tukey gonna come answer for the condition of the land. They gonna tell y'all everything I said was right. He
Yeah.
told y'all
Cause
the truth. The imposters was
yeah.
them. He called them on their bullshit. He caught them in the act. The same niggas put a hit on Nipsey. The same niggas put a hit on
Exactly.
Tupac. The
Yeah.
same niggas put a hit on Biggie. The same niggas put a hit on Malcolm. The same niggas put the hit on Father God Allah Puddin', Clarence 13X of the 5% Nation. The same motherfuckers put a hit on Martin. The same motherfuckers put a hit on Mega Evers. The same motherfuckers did it theyself and blamed somebody else for Chief Littlehorn, Emmett Till. Right? These the same motherfuckers.
For real, man.
These the
They are.
same motherfuckers came over here dressing up in their Spanish regalia, right?
Yeah,
Same motherfuckers.
yeah.
So somebody got to tell y'all who they is. They look like us, but they ain't us.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, they
They
use
ain't
our own people
motherfuckers.
against us.
Yep. So they ain't our people. They use our people against us, but
Oh,
they ain't our people.
well, yeah, they're not for us. Yeah, you're right.
Right. They're the same motherfuckers that killed Noble Drew Ali.
Yeah, they just, yeah, I don't know. Like, they just want to turn. They training our people. Some, well, not our people, but the people that aren't for us. They just turn them against us. So,
Yep. Yeah, they say Bob Marley had cancer because he kicked the soccer ball and busted his toe. Make that shit make sense, man. We don't just believe everything they tell us.
nah, they just trying to cover it up. They don't tell them what really killed them. They be covering all that up.
Hey, so Instagram just gave me a 2-minute countdown. I'm at a minute
All
and
right,
7 seconds.
all right,
So all the people I didn't get to in the video to come in for their comments, we'll be back at it again soon, probably tomorrow. So y'all probably get in then, or y'all can inbox me, and if I can answer your question there, I'll answer them.
all right.
Right. So it was good having you in here. Check your
Yeah.
blood.
All right, yeah, definitely, definitely need to. Yeah, it was nice talking to you too, Rod. You give me a lot of information, man.
Yep.
That's good.
Yep.
Unity guy.
Unity. Peace.
All right.
Yep. Info. Spanish conquistadors invaded the land. They came to steal the gold. They told you in their books in search of the city of Cordoba, the city of gold. They came over here with a reign of terror on our land. They swore war against us. They waged conjure wars against us and thought that we'd never wake up from the spell of Kingu, right? Well, we woke, motherfuckers. We on deck, and we got 35 seconds left in this, and the 3-5 flips to 5-5-5, and the 5-5-5 is a straight turnaround. Free Larry Hoover, free Chief.
It's like, how do you want to make sure that they don't have anything to worry about, anything to fear, anything to want for? And that's like the things that we need to focus on, either really individually, because if we all individually are prepared, then as a community, we all have.
I want certain stuff. I want my children to want for it to the point where they feel that they can work for it and they can earn what it is that they don't have that they want. And that's going to teach them 2 lessons. Ain't nobody better than you, but you ain't better than nobody else. And if you see something that you really want, it's going to require you to perform or to do certain efforts in order to attain that. If you just want a motherfucker to pass you something because of who you is, then you in the wrong house. You better take your ass down the street. And that house of entitlement, yeah, they trading titles on that motherfucker on a regular basis.
That's a good one. You got all the good stuff.
So yeah, so so I don't want my children to be suffering with poverty, but I also don't want stuff so easy where they don't have no grit, where they can't bounce back from shit. These the softest motherfuckers I ever could imagine to be on earth right now in this time. When we grew up, we used to get ass whoopings and whoop ass.
But you know, it's that tablet. It's that tablet. It's that phone. It's those video games that we, guilty as charged, tell them to go play on so we can have a moment instead of engaging with them. They're not outside having life experience with each other and interactions with each other. So we have to start doing that again. Like with my sons, when they come over, they get annoyed with me, but we're going to play a board game. And I know it seems real simple and like I'm not really teaching them life, but it's just even those interactions that that build character and kind of build resolve and strategy. Just, you know, something simple. It's
Look, when you sit them down to the board game next time,
mm-hmm.
explain this to them. Life got rules, and ain't nobody gonna teach them to you.
See, and that's the thing that I feel like.
Hold on. These board games is a game with a set of rules that can apply somewhere else in life later on if you learn the rules to this game. You practice it so that you understand how this game works. So when you see it play out in real life, you know how to win that game in real life. So you think we playing board games, but really I'm giving you tools to go in to the world and come out successful.
Mm.
This is why I'm teaching you how to play Monopoly, because it's always a motherfucker gonna try to monopolize on everything you do. So you need to be able to see the game before you ever learn how to play the game in business. So we teach you to play it in a board game.
Right.
Right? And the more board games that you learn as a child, the more tools you have to navigate life with through the path of least resistance, meaning not getting beat to death by life.
Right. Even like with Connect Four, like just teaching them to slow down and look at what the play is going to be, trying to have like predictive, you know, thought process or programming in a sense, like what is this person's strategy? That alone is a tool for life.
Yeah. See, like I like to tell my son about stories about people like Attila the Hun and Genghis Khan. Hey, son, once upon a time, it was this guy named Attila, you know, and I'll go into like leadership strategies of Attila the Hun to share with him little things that can be given to him in story format at an early age that will sink into his mind to the point where it'll become part of his original program.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's a natural born strategist because he already know about Attila the Hun, Genghis Khan, Hannibal, Muhammad Ahmed, you know what I'm saying, Shaka Zulu. He know about the great strategists of history at an early age because dad gave them to him as little stories to tell him while we was on our drive to go fishing.
Right. And he's going to remember all of that information too. Like, we have to get back to storytelling, like, and really also like we have to get back to listening to the elders when they speak and not really, you know, and not ignoring them or not being like, oh, you know, I don't really rock with that elder because they look this way or that way. Like when
Right. Well, they weaponized the age. They created ageism
that too.
to make the youth think that the older people, oh, that old motherfucker don't know nothing. And the youth, and now the old people feel about the youth, somebody need to go do something with them little wild ass motherfuckers. The disconnect come in because when, like I said the other day, I was telling a story about at Big Mama house. You know, she got uncles that still stay there, old as hell. Probably left, got married, divorced, came back home to Big Mama house, right? But when it's time for the family to pass out the food, they have a harvest festival, which turns out to be a family reunion.
Hmm.
All of the women that's part of the cooking committee, they go straight to the kitchen.
Hmm.
All of the ones that's in charge with setting up the table and shit, they go straight to the dining room. Don't nobody got to tell them when they get out the car, they ain't seen each other in 5 years. They know exactly where to go.
Right.
Right? Because they done been to Big Mama house. They know how shit run. Right? If you don't know what to do, go ask your Aunt Ruby. She gonna send you down there to your Uncle Cleve, and he gonna take y'all where they clean the fish at and show y'all how to make sure y'all know how to clean some fish when y'all come back to Big Mama house next year. Right? So they use the family members to teach the history of the family around family functions. This is why they don't want us gathering. They don't want our families having family reunions. They discourage it because as soon as we figure out enough of us in one family, we ain't came on no goddamn boat. One of these niggas gonna say, hey, y'all contract is up. The date was this. We came back for every fucking thing you son of a bitches took, plus motherfucking interest and tax, and you have to go now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what happened. Because since we didn't have a family reunion, I had to go live with different family members in order to get that part of the family's piece to the puzzle to put the family back together.
Mm.
So I went to stay with members of both sides of the family, my mama's side and my daddy's side. They all, I'm the most loved, most respected, or the most despised and most rejected.
Mm.
So since I'm the most loved and respected out of all of the motherfucking despised and rejected, that make me be the black sheep out of all of the black sheep that the black sheep love the most. And that's how you get to be a chief on the land.
But that's the other thing is like, because, okay, so how can I put this in words? We have to have enough humility to be able to see our elders and respect them as such, because people are appointed for a reason in the season, and you have to respect that. You have to respect your position and play your position, and everybody's not a chief. Some of us are Indians, and you got to be okay with that. And you got to knock that jealousy out the window. And, you know, for anybody who doesn't have that big mama or that family to go to, then you got to start looking for those role models and elders to have that family reunion with.
Yeah. And, you know, a lot of us hold on to childhood grudges that if you was an adult, you would have made a similar decision yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All things being considered. But people hold on to the childhood grudges.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, like, I don't blame a molested child for never forgiving their molester. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna never tell them to do that. But for the kid that got the ass whooped for being a little badass kid, you probably didn't get enough ass whoopings. That's probably why you ended up where I was at.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no motherfucking sympathy for that shit. It's part of life.
But that's where accountability comes in, because you have to be able to say where you did wrong and where you did right, where you fell short and where you succeeded or exceeded. But you have to
right, and that's the part of shadow work that everybody fear. Because when they realize that they ain't no better than you, then they trying to put you down, that means that they really was putting themselves down the whole time.
Right. And that's what I was talking about earlier when I was like, you know, giving the analogy of Moesha, like in doing that healing work. You know, when we talk about the flipping, that healing work is important because all of that muck, it fucks with your decision-making skills.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to do the shadow work. You can't run from it.
Yeah.
Because really, you're running from the light when you run from the shadow work.
Don't nobody want to say, look, we drive up to the stop sign at the same time. Motherfucker scream out the window, stupid motherfucker. Right? We both just pulled up to the fucking stop sign. And we both stopped. Who is really the stupid motherfucker? Why do I even need to respond at that point? He just proved that he was the one who was really the stupid motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was mad because he wanted to run the stop sign, but when he seen me stopping at the stop sign, he knew he couldn't run it because it's a possibility I might run it.
Mm-hmm.
So now he got to stop. And since we both stopping, it's my fault that he had to stop when he wanted to run the stop sign. So his natural presumption is that I'm the stupid motherfucker when he's the stupid motherfucker for being mad because he had to stop at a stop sign.
Right.
You knew it was a stop sign there before you got there,
He forgot the
motherfucker.
rules of the engagement. He wanted to ignore them. You can't ignore the rules. In nature, when you ignore the rules, there's two things: life or death. In nature, when an animal ignores the rule of the kingdom, it's a consequence. Animals in nature, I love so much because they live
Hey,
life
look,
in the natural way that life is supposed to be lived.
I'm about to say some racist ass shit.
No.
This the truest shit a motherfucker could say. All you gotta do is watch these white people. He's just a little cute grizzly bear, only 400 pounds. Let me hug him. He's wild. He's never seen humans before. I know I can hug this motherfucker. Nigga, you gonna go sit your ass down somewhere?
Look.
What's that, 10 swords?
Yeah, the bear is gonna kill your ass. No.
Hell yeah. Hey, look, that's a confirmation like a motherfucker.
That's funny. Spirit is funny. Spirit is funny. Spirit got jokes. And that's why I think sometimes we lose compassion because Spirit got a sense of humor. And that's why we laugh at a lot of things that are painful. But we gotta reel that in because maybe I don't know where that started, but that lack of compassion, man, it creates so much other shit because you laugh at somebody going through some pain and now they giving you the evil eye.
Mm-hmm. But the lack of compassion was taught to us.
Right.
It took harsh circumstances with no relief in order to make us not care what your struggle was. That means that they had to stop us from helping each other overcome the struggle to build a barrier between us.
Right.
You seen me struggling, trying to change the flat tire, and you kept going.
Right.